Cape May Courthouse, home of the Middle Township Panthers. It's senior night here at Middle Township High School as the Panthers prepare for a national conference test against Ocean City Red Raiders team that is playing full throttle right now in this 2012-2013 basketball season. A big matchup in the national conference today. Ocean City really put the nail in the coffin on a conference crown with a victory on the road here. It would give them 2 wins advantage over Middle Township, and with the tiebreaker, it's essentially 3 games. Not really enough time to make up ground for Middle Township, and just one senior to acknowledge here for the Panthers team, and that would be Olivia Schwartz, 5'10" forward, number 34 right there in your frame. Instrumental part of the puzzle last year as the Panthers made their journey to a South Jersey Group 2 title. Came up big as a junior, been a leader and a catalyst here as a senior. And now they'll share some words with her. And teammates down there letting her know how important she has been to their season. Again, she's just the only senior on this team, Olivia Schwartz. And right now there at center court, she's hearing from Lauren Legler and Lauren Fields, 2 junior standouts on this Panthers team. Right now, Lauren Fields giving her some kind words, and expect an energetic bunch tonight at Middle Township, not just because of the fact that it's senior night, but because there is a lot riding on this matchup against Ocean City. We'll let you know how this factors into the standings in just a moment. We'll also keep you updated on the progression of the Middle Township boys basketball game. They're also facing on Ocean City tonight. They're up the road there at Ocean City High School, taking on the Red Raiders boys team, and Middle Township looking to get a pivotal win for their National Conference Championship hopes as well. We'll talk a little bit about Battle of the Bay during the broadcast too, the event that took place over the weekend in Atlantic City, a 3-day event. A lot of action, a lot of interesting occurrences here. Some local teams involved as well, Wildwood Catholic, Middle Township among them. We'll get into that a little bit later during the broadcast. But tonight we put our focus on the Cape Atlantic League girls basketball bracket, and this is going to play a pivotal role in determining playoff matchups down the line. Ocean City currently sitting at 15-2 overall this season, carrying an 11-0 record in national conference play. They have already clinched a spot in the playoffs. Middle Township, meanwhile, trailing behind in the national conference. 13-4 overall are these Panthers. They're 6-1 on their home court, and they're 8-1 in conference play. As I mentioned, a loss tonight would really put Middle Township out of contention for the national conference title, and they'd have to squarely focus on the playoff race at the wild card position. Right now looking pretty good. Middle Township sitting 3 games ahead of 3rd place in the national conference. Lower Cape May at 6-4 in the conference. And now they'll introduce starters, starting with Ocean City here. Number 5, Katie Johnson, a 5'3" senior for Ocean City. She'll be joined in the starting lineup by Nicole Piergross, 5'5" freshman. Mary Kate Meter, a 5'10" senior. Number 35, Natalie Lundy, 5'11" senior. Adds a lot of size. And, of course, there's the big dog. It's number 45, Julia Duggan, a 6'2" senior. 1,000 rebounds, 1,000 points in her illustrious career with Ocean City. She's obviously the one with the bullseye on her back in this one, the one Middle Township will need to find a way to deal with as the Red Raiders prepare to rock there, going through a pregame celebration. And now we turn our attention to the Middle Township starting lineup. Number 13, Juliana Rigitano, a 5'6" junior guard. She's joined right there. Lauren Legler, junior, aforementioned, one of the leaders on this team, as is Lauren Fields, number 23. And there's your solo senior here on senior night, Olivia Schwartz, 5'10" forward, who will probably have to be the one to contend with Julia Duggan. She'll have help. Not exactly a one-on-one matchup any coach would want, certainly not Coach John Leahy. Your coaches tonight, we'll get to that in just a moment. In the meantime, here is the national anthem at Middle Township High School. Ocean City, Middle Township preparing to get underway girls basketball action. There is your national anthem here at Middle Township High School. Down there on the court, we see Olivia Schwartz, the senior, get a big hug from assistant coaches and teammates alike, preparing to take on the Ocean City Red Raiders today here on their home turf. The head coaches today, John Leahy with the Panthers, a 2012 inductee into the South Jersey Basketball Hall of Fame. Currently in his 9th season with these Middle Township Panthers. South Jersey title to his credit last year. Overall, right now, he has 154 victories to go against 79 losses. And then on the sidelines for Ocean City, a veteran of the Cape Atlantic League in his 12th season with the Red Raiders, Paul Barufi. Now 248 victories in his Ocean City career. Here is tip-off. And we are underway here at Middle Township. Duggan secures it, and it's Ocean City starting with the ball. Solid crowd here at Middle Township tonight. Currently in the backcourt, Mary Kate Mater. And with the ball here, she joins Nicole Piergross, who's just a freshman right now handling the ball. Piergross been asked to do a lot during the freshman season. There's Mater, short on the shot, rebounded though by Ocean City. Up top, Katie Johnson thought about it, shot up, rebounded, and that is Olivia Schwartz starting her night off with a board down low. Lauren Fields. Here's Rigitano with the ball. Up to Holly McCagg. Looking inside was Fields. Ball was nearly taken away. McCaig with the ball, and she faces some contact, hits the deck, and we've got it appears a jump ball. It will stay with the Middle Township Panthers. Fields to inbound the ball. She's a junior. So we mentioned just one senior on this Middle Township team. Young group overall, and there's a steal off the inbounds pass for Ocean City. That was Piergross securing the ball and handing it off to teammate Katie Johnson, who gives it right back with a pass down low that sails, and some sloppy play so far early on for these two teams. First 3 possessions into this one. Lauren Fields, the junior, leads the team in scoring. Back up top, and there's a 3-ball out. Lauren Lager off the back of the rim. She is a threat from beyond the arc, though, that's to be certain. Keep your eye on Legler throughout the game. Ocean City now measuring up a 3 right there. Number 23, Nicole Piergross, the freshman, gets Ocean City on the board to start things off here. It's a 3-0 lead for the Red Raiders. Approaching the 6-minute mark here in the first quarter. 3-0 Ocean City. Legler with the ball at the top of the key. Gives it off to Fields. Fields trying to make some room against Johnson. Gives it back up to Legler. Surveys the situation, looks inside, elects to give it off to Schwartz, the senior on this team. Back to Fields. Fields guarded by Johnson. Now switches off to Duggan. Duggan gets back down low. Legler again with the ball now. Here's McCaig. Rigitano tried to look inside there. There's a turnover, though, for Middle Township. Their second turnover of the contest so far. Ocean City also with a turnover. 5:30 remaining here, first quarter. Middle Township High School, 3-0 lead for Ocean City. Nearly a steal there for Fields. And looks like it may have been a kick. Ocean City retains possession here. The matchup to watch certainly down low. Duggan, and she gets the ball right there. Circulates it outside, and there's a 3-point attempt for Piergross. That one does not fall. She made her first 3-pointer attempt of the contest. The second one does not hit the rim, does not hit net. Middle Township student section reminds her of that. Lauren Fields now bringing it up. Middle Township looking to get their first points of the contest. Here's Legler. Over to Juliana Rigitano, gives it back to Legler, and she dumps it off to Fields. Fields matched up against Katie Johnson. Junior versus senior here. Fields takes her, loses her dribble, and that one goes out of bounds. That's 3 turnovers on Middle Township here early in the contest. And again, the presence of Julia Duggan down low, even if she's not registering a stat, the intimidation is a factor. 6'2" forward who is signed, sealed, and delivered, ready to go to Rider University and continue her college playing days, hoping to take home a Cape Atlantic League championship before then. And here's a turnover taken away there by Middle Township. Lauren Fields in transition. May have had McCaig down low, did not see her. There's a 3-point attempt. That one's off the mark. And Ocean City back up with the ball. Here's Duggan rebounding and bringing it up. She's worked a lot on her ball handling, had a chance to check in with her earlier this season. She said she's made an important effort to be able to create her own shot, and that starts with the dribbling abilities. Another 3-point attempt for Ocean City. Off rebound attempt, put back. No good either. Natalie Lundy tried to. She swipes it away. Here's Lundy again, a third chance. That one's no good. Finally, cleaning things up and putting the ball in the net. Number 23, Nicole Piergross. And this freshman is the only player to score so far. It's 5-0 Ocean City. Middle Township still not on the scoreboard. We're more than midway through this first quarter. Stagnant offensive possessions so far for Middle Township. 3 turnovers. Lauren Fields, nice move to her left. She's off the mark, short, off the front of the rim there. Strong rebound by Lundy down low. Ocean City right now, all 5 points scored by their freshman guard, Piergross. 3-pointer and a layup on the last possession. And there's another turnover by Ocean City. Teams really trying to find their momentum so far. 6 total turnovers here in the first quarter. A deep 3-pointer there for Schwartz, and she connects here on senior night. The solo senior on Middle Township, Olivia Schwartz, puts her team on the board here. It's 5-3 Ocean City, under 3 minutes to play in the first quarter. Right back with a long jumper just inside the 3-point arc there. Landy comes up short though. And we got a first foul call of the contest. This one goes against Middle Township, and it will send Duggan to the line for a pair. Duggan, as we mentioned, all-conference player and all-league player. This year certainly looks like a all-South Jersey player as well. Headed to Rider University on a scholarship to play basketball. And she connects on both free throws, and that makes it a 7-3 Ocean City lead here. Again, Ocean City coming into this contest 11-0 in national conference play, have not suffered a defeat against any of their conference opponents, and this year 15-2 overall, an 8-2 record away from home. Jump shot here, middle, no good, off the mark. Jumper attempted by Olivia Salvo. And now Ocean City with the ball once more, trying to extend a 4-point lead. Katie Johnson gets it out to Meter. Back up top to Johnson. Nicole Piergross. Johnson continues to play point, finds Julia Duggan down low, and she draws another foul. That's what she's going to do. You continue to give it inside her. You have 2 choices to make considering Middle Township's lack of height. You have to double team her or elect a foul. Certainly can't afford not to play physical against Duggan. She'll end up with one of those 25-15 nights. Connecting on her 3rd consecutive free throw to start this one. She's got 3 of Ocean City's 8 points. Make that 4 of 9. And 4 of 4 for her from the free throw line. 2 minutes to play here in the first quarter. Ocean City leading Middle Township 9-3. The Panthers' lone bucket, a 3-pointer by senior Olivia Schwartz. Fields over to Legler. Legler matched by Landy, and Landy certainly brings some size onto this court. Ocean City not lacking for height in the front court. Duggan helping out with Fields, and eventually the ball ends up off the ricochet in Duggan's hands. Katie Johnson got her mitts on that Lauren Fields pass. It ends up in Julia Duggan's hand. She hands back to Johnson, the point guard right there. Johnson now looking to locate an open teammate. Johnson for three, some contact. That's off the mark, no foul called. And the Ocean City Red Raiders will get back as Lauren Fields pushes the ball for the Panthers over to Legler. Legler looks inside for a moment. She looks back, finds Schwartz. Schwartz some contact. May have had the ball knocked out of her hands going up for that layup. Duggan, a nice pass there. Another nice feed. Missed layup, though, there for Ocean City. That was Piergross coming up empty on the layup attempt. And here is Fields back. Julia Duggan a little bit slow to get back on defense, and Middle Township makes her pay. That was Lauren Legler analyzing the situation. She saw her teammate down low, Olivia Salvo, and connected with her, converts on an easy layup. Julia Duggan just the last one down from the other end of the court, and Middle Township exploits it. Now a 9-5 contest. We have 26 seconds and counting here in the first quarter. Landy thought about a jumper. Instead, she elects to put it up top, and now it appears Ocean City, with 18 seconds and counting, will be content to hold the ball for one final shot. Leading 9-5 here. Clock down to 10 now. Over to Landy. Landy to Johnson. Johnson working against Fields. 4 seconds on the clock. A right-handed layup, and it's up and good for Johnson. Nice take by her, and that's the way this fourth quarter comes to an end. It's 11-5 after the first frame. Ocean City, nice last possession. They're able to take the final 30 seconds off the clock with a solid possession, and eventually it's the point guard, junior Katie Johnson, senior Katie Johnson, taking it up with the right hand, and our score is 11-5 here. Red Raiders after the first quarter. This is CapeMayCountySports.com. I'm Tyler Donahue on play-by-play here in the press box, along with Matt Ulmer, videographer and producer here, Cape May County Sports. You can catch an entire broadcast of this game after it's all finished on CapeMayCountySports.com. Rewind and review your favorite plays from all the action. Should be a memorable night for one of these programs tonight. Ocean City, again, can really wrap things up in the National Conference with a victory tonight. And we have a final score to report here from the men's basketball game taking place tonight in Ocean City. It's Middle Township and Ocean City going toe-to-toe. The Panthers prevail 58-48 on the road. They were trailing at some points in that contest. Tom Faraco leads Middle Township with 20. Griffin Grimes, 15 for Ocean City. And a big win for Middle Township in National Conference play as they continue to rebound from that St. Augustine loss. Here's Ocean City with the ball now. So the Panthers take one away from Ocean City on the road. And now the Red Raiders girls program looking to do the same here in Cape May Courthouse. We're at Middle Township High School here. 11-5 Ocean City. Opening moments of the second quarter. Middle Township extending the defense right there. Really nice effort. Natalie Landy working against Legler. Legler all up in her grill. Nothing doing there. Mary Kate Mater hits the deck, and she draws a foul. An aggressive play there for Mary Kate Mater, senior member of this Red Raiders team, and it will earn her a trip to the line tonight so far. Ocean City, 4 of 4 on attempts from the charity stripe, all connected on by Julia Duggan. Duggan, meanwhile, taking a breather here. The first portion of the second quarter. She played all 8 minutes in that first frame. So maybe an opportunity for Middle Township to do some damage in the paint with the 6'2" Ocean City center sequestered to the sidelines for a few moments here. 2 free throws up and good for Mater, and that makes it 13-5 Ocean City. Now they're now 6 of 6 on their free throw attempts. Lauren Fields gives it up to Marina Peterson. Peterson once again with the ball, back up top to Fields, guarded by Johnson. These 2 point guards will probably be going head-to-head throughout the contest. Johnson a senior, Fields a junior, some collision there. Johnson went for the steal. She was late there, and in doing so, she bodied up Fields, and she draws the foul there. That's Johnson's first and the second team foul on Ocean City. Middle Township now retains possession. Here's Legler. Emily Ruski now in the game for Middle Township right there. Going up and getting fouled, Lauren Legler. She'll have a chance to score her first points of the contest. May have rolled her ankle, coming down hard on that foul. Monitor that situation. She comes up gingerly. Certainly a vital member of this team. She's going to attempt 2 free throws and see if any issues with that ankle. She's off the rim on the first attempt. Some substitutions now for both teams. Back into the game for Ocean City is Julia Duggan, and makes an easy decision for Coach Leahy to put back in Holly McCaig, 5'11" junior from Middle Township, to match back up with Duggan. Legler's second free throw attempt is up and good, and a wise decision here as well by Coach Leahy. He notices something may have been tweaked with that ankle, and Legler will take a seat at the bench for the time being after hitting 1 of 2 free throws on the foul. So here's Ocean City, now up by 7, 6:30 remaining here in the second quarter, Middle Township High School. Duggan goes up, rejected down low. I believe that was Olivia Schwartz getting her hand on the ball. Senior with a big block, and Julia Duggan comes right back up with it. She's going to lead the charge here. Fields trailing. Duggan goes up with the left hand, hard off the glass. Jump ball, and it will go Middle Township's way. Got to give a lot of credit to Lauren Fields there. She gives up about 9 inches to Julia Duggan, but was able to do enough on defense to slow down that fast break attempt, and Duggan kind of misses wildly on the layup. Duggan actually has not hit a field goal yet today. She has 4 free throw attempts that were good. Deep 3 ball there for Fields, goes off the back of the rim. Middle Township, we've got appears a foul called against Fields. Correction, may have a traveling violation. Ocean City back with the ball now. Getting some action from their rotation players off the bench a little bit. Into the game, Tess Salazzo, a senior, and a deep 3-point bucket there for Johnson. Little surprised we didn't see a foul there. Ended up on her rear end after converting the 3-pointer, but no call on the play. 16-6 suddenly, Ocean City ahead. Middle Township needs to find some rhythm. That will not help. You have an off-the-ball foul. Believe that one will, looks like that one will go against Middle Township's Holly McCaig. 4 team fouls now against Middle Township, just 2 team fouls for Ocean City. It is 16-6 Red Raiders on the road in Cape May Courthouse. Starting strong against the Middle Township Panthers team. Hoping to prevent the championship party from taking place on their court. And there's Julia Duggan posting up down low, receiving the entry pass and cashing in her first field goal of the game. She's got 6 points. It's 18-6 Ocean City. 4:43 remaining here in the first half of play. Nearly a steal there. Taylor Price, and Price on the ground now with it. It'll be a jump ball, and it will go to Ocean City. Great effort there by Price, 5'10" junior for Ocean City. They're actually going to give it to Middle Township here, but nonetheless, Price forcing the jump ball. Inbounds feed goes to Giuliano Rigitano. Now here's Legler back into the contest after momentary break on the bench. Olivia Schwartz, nice fake. D'ing her up quite well, though, is Emily Ruski. Correction, Mary Kate Mater. Really not a lot of cohesiveness, not a lot of synergy, if you will, on this Middle Township offensive end right now. Really struggling to exploit the passing lanes. Legler down low. She comes back towards the 3-point line, and she travels in the process. Back into the game comes Lauren Fields, checking out. is number 5, Danielle McCann. So Fields back on the court. That's Middle Township's leading scorer. Has yet to really make her mark on this one. Quite frankly, no Middle Township player has been able to get it going on offense. Trailing 18-6. Past the midway point here in the second quarter of play. And another nice give inside. This one to the junior, Taylor Price. Katie Johnson, great effort at point guard as well tonight. 20-6, Ocean City. Panthers in danger of letting this one slip away before we get to intermission. Legler with the ball. Duggan comes out to play her. And again, Legler notices the lack of Duggan inside. She hooks up, finds her teammate inside. Holly McCaig for the bucket. It's 20-8 now, Ocean City. Panthers needed that one. Good look again by Legler. Her second find inside, 2 assists. Katie Johnson over to Taylor Price, who just scored inside in the last possession. Johnson now looks for Olivia Briggs, another freshman on the court. Johnson's jumper off the mark, rebounded, and nearly given away. That was Olivia Schwartz with the rebound. Here is Lauren Fields trying to force it, and she is fouled. Very aggressive take there by Fields. Looking to go up and attempt a shot there. And she had her arms knocked on, and that will get her a trip to the free throw line with Middle Township losing 20-8 right now, 2:30 remaining. Ocean City's looked very strong. We figured they would, 15-2 on the season. 11-0 in national conference play. The first free throw is up and good for Fields. You're listening to CapeMayCountySports.com. Here on the mic, I'm Tyler Donahue, alongside videographer, producer Matt Ulmer. Fields converts both free throw attempts, and it is 20-10. Ocean City still doubling up Middle Township, but Panthers with 4 straight points. Trying to claw their way back into this contest. Duggan triple teamed inside. She still puts up a shot, and she still scores. Duggan taking on all comers, and she converts. She's got 8 points in this contest. 2:14 remaining here in the first half of play. And not the best decision to force it inside with Julia Duggan prowling the paint there. Legler takes to the right, loses the dribble, and she retains it. Inside, Olivia Schwartz, and she connects. The senior down low once again. So Middle Township perhaps finding some groove here in the offensive game. 6 points in the last minute and a half here or so for Middle Township. 1:34 remaining in the first half, 22-12. Ocean City leading. And as the coaches talk it over with their players, I'll tell you a little bit about the impact that this game will have regardless of who wins. Ocean City again currently 15-2, more wins than any team in the Cape Atlantic League. If they win this one, they're 12-0 in National Conference, and that would lock things up for them as Middle Township would fall and suffer their second defeat of the season. Now, last time these two teams met on January 8th, took place at Ocean City. It was a 42-35 victory for Ocean City. So the Red Raiders already with that edge. A win tonight would essentially give them a 3-game lead because of tiebreaker circumstances, and that's just about insurmountable at this point in the season. So that's what's at stake tonight. Ocean City trying to clinch their National Conference crown, take one step closer to potentially the top seed in the Cape Atlantic League playoff bracket. Meanwhile, Middle Township trying to postpone the party for Ocean City and put themselves in a better position for maybe a National Conference title of their own, or at least a strong wild card position. So that sets the stage for where we are now, 22-12, Ocean City leading. Coming up on 1 minute to play here in the first half. Stolen away there by Middle Township, a nice effort. Here's Lauren Fields, spin move up with the left, no good. Almost got her own rebound there, but it was Julia Duggan coming up with it, and Julia Duggan getting fouled there. Fields probably a little frustrated after that miss. bodied up Duggan a little too aggressively there on the other end of the court, and the result is the 5th team foul on Middle Township, and Ocean City now with the ball. 52 seconds remaining, 22-12. We saw Ocean City burn about close to 40 seconds off the clock at the end of the first quarter before they were able to score. See if they look to take as much time off the clock here as they can. We're down to 38 seconds here at Middle Township High School in the first half. Landy now with the ball. In no hurry to rush a shot. Now Duggan up top. Duggan guarded by Legler. Duggan again, still guarded by Legler with an aggressive slap away. No call. Duggan across court, 14 seconds to go here in the first half. Going up with the right hand, off the mark is Mary Kate Mater. And Middle Township with the ball. Nice defensive stand. Lauren Legler able to knock the ball away from Julia Duggan's hands there on the possession and really created some chaos for Ocean City. Otherwise, a very calculated and calm possession for them. And look at this, we have an inbound violation, a call that frankly you very rarely see. Legler appeared to let a toe slip over that line as she was inbounding the ball, and the result is Ocean City takes over. 9 seconds to play on the clock. There's a 3-point attempt for Pierre Gross. That's off the mark. 3 seconds to go here, and we have a whistle. Appears a loose ball foul that will go against the Middle Township Panthers. Yes, it will. Holly McKay whistled on that. And Ocean City now will inbound the ball with 3 seconds remaining on the clock. 10-point lead, 22-12, looking to go to the locker room with an even greater lead here. Inbounds pass. Sure, they'll be looking for Duggan. Instead, it's over to Landy, and she puts up a jumper. That's off the mark, and rebound goes awry, and it is 22-12 Ocean City at halftime here. Unable to cash in on 2 possessions there in the final minute of the second quarter, but still a very effective first half for Ocean City. A strong first quarter leads to a 22-12 victory at halftime. When we come back, we'll bring you the third quarter action, talk about more of the impact of this Middle Township Ocean City matchup. For now, it's CapeMayCountySports.com. I'm Tyler Donahue stepping away. We'll see you for the second half. 22-12, Middle Township trails Ocean City at halftime. Welcome back to Cape May Courthouse, home of the Middle Township Panthers. We're live on location, Middle Township High School. I'm Tyler Donahue bringing you the play-by-play here from the press box alongside Matt Ulmer, production coordinator and videographer extraordinaire. Ready to start second half action. It's Ocean City leading 22-12. Julia Duggan, catalyst of this Red Raiders team, the 6'2" senior, 8 points so far in the contest, and certainly been a menace on the defensive end as well. She's an exclusive company, 1,000 points, 1,000 rebounds in her career. They try to find Duggan on the first possession. Rough pass, though, goes off angle, comes up with it, Fields. And a rebound there for Duggan on the other end. Middle Township can't cash in on the turnover. Red Raiders, again, holding the Middle Township Panthers to just 12 points in the first half of play. When these teams last met on January 8th in their first appearance, that took place at Ocean City. And the Red Raiders prevailed 42-35. So a lot on the line for Middle Township tonight, trying to stay afloat in the National Conference race. Shot is up and off the mark there for Ocean City's Mary Kate Meter, but rebound and a bucket, 24-12 Ocean City. So much height inside for these Red Raiders. Of course, we all know about Duggan Landy as well, 5'11" senior inside, providing a lot of height, as does Mary Kate Mater. Long distance shot, no good. Middle Township struggling from beyond the arc. We saw Olivia Schwartz hit a 3-pointer in the first half of play. It was actually the Middle Township Panthers' first basket of the game, but really coming up empty from beyond the arc thus far tonight at home against Ocean City. Nice effort there by Legler, and she forces a toss-up call, and that one goes over to Middle Township. Orange and white going left to right on your screen. Red Raiders donning their red uniforms tonight, of course. Road Reds. And here's Legler matched up against Johnson. Now it'll be Piergross taking her over off the mark there for Middle Township's Juliana Rigitano, but long rebound goes over to Middle Township, and Lauren Fields with a three. Really a pair of, let's just say, ugly three-point shots right there for Middle Township. Certainly not what they're looking for. 0 for 3 here on three-pointers in the first 2 minutes. And again, maybe that goes to show Julia Duggan inside, the presence she provides, and there she is about 10 feet beyond the arc, and she finds Landy inside, but Landy unable to cash in. Great court vision by Duggan. Again, she drew a crowd beyond the arc there, and that created space for Landy, who charged towards the rim, but she could not cash in, and there's a foul on the inbounds pass. It was Landy looking for Duggan. She's fouled by Legler. There you see Duggan pulling Landy aside for a moment, whispering something in her ear, probably telling her to keep her head up after that missed layup. And now Duggan 4 for 4 from the free throw line today. 8 points in that first half. And another free throw for her to come. It's 25-12 Ocean City. And this is the point in the game where Middle Township will have to bear down, otherwise it could get out of control. Rebounded by Landy, and she cannot cash in again from inside. So Duggan 1 of 2 from the charity stripe. And Middle Township looking for their first points of the second half. It took them a while to get on the board in the first quarter of this contest, over 5 minutes in. Legler takes it to the basket against Landy, and she draws the foul, and she'll head to the line now. Legler been very aggressive throughout the contest, defensive end and offensively. Had a chance to talk with both Laurens on this starting lineup for Middle Township Panthers, the two juniors, Lauren Fields, Lauren Legler. Saturday at Battle by the Bay. We were broadcasting right here on CapeMayCountySports.com. We were doing a doubleheader, Wildwood Catholic beating Absegami. Then we saw Middle Township knock off George Washington of Philadelphia. Halftime of that Middle Township-George Washington game. Got to catch up with Lauren Bailey and Lauren Legler, and they both understood how crucial this game was to their fortunes here, not just in the regular season, but in the postseason as well. This is a team, the defending Group 2 South Jersey champions. Right now, it looks like Ocean City may be the best in the South Jersey Group 3 potentially, certainly among the elite. Both teams feeling each other out here, and there's a steal. Nope, we're going to get a toss-up, and that one will stay here with Ocean City. Two coaches, Paul Baruffi, John Leahy, certainly familiar with one another now. Baruffi in his 12th season, Leahy in his 9th year with the Panthers. Another jumper off the inbounds pass for Duggan. That's off the mark and rebounded inside by Holly McCaig. Hands it off to her point guard, Lauren Fields. The junior and the leading scorer of these Panthers, Lauren Fields, really not been able to get a lot going tonight. That's indicated by the 12-point effort for these Panthers so far through coming up on 21 minutes in the contest. Points few and far between for Middle Township so far. Something that must change rather immediately. Now more than doubled up by the Red Raiders here on their home court. Legler taking it again, up with the right hand, and she is fouled on the way up. She'll head to the free throw line again. Chance to atone for missing a pair at the charity stripe just moments ago. Lauren Legler, if there's one Panther who's really come out of the locker room after intermission and looked like she is hungry to mount a comeback, it certainly is Legler. Nice defensive play earlier, forcing a toss-up that went the Panthers' way, and now getting to the line twice here in the third quarter. That shot is up and good. Trims the lead to 24-13 now. 4:40 to play in the third quarter. Ocean City looking to move to 12-0 in National Conference play. Middle currently 8-1 in conference. Inbounds. Middle Township now implementing a bit of a extended defensive effort on the inbounds pass there, trying to trap Duggan before she got to the timeline. She's able to handle that quite well. Ball is loose, coming up with it though for Ocean City. Mary Kate Kiefer, she gives it out to Piergross, and Piergross connects. That's a three-pointer. It's her second of the contest. She has 8 points for the freshman. Big time effort so far for Nicole Piergross. Middle Township now trailing 28-14 midway through the second quarter. Legler again with the ball. Nice move around Duggan too. Off the mark on the layup. Ball's loose, but coming up with it is Ocean City into the hands of Johnson, the point guard. Again, Legler really trying to force the issue. Nice maneuvering around Duggan on her way to the basket. Just couldn't cap it off with the lay-in. Mary Kate Mater over to Piergross. Piergross just connected on that three-pointer. Here's Duggan up against Legler. Nice defense by Legler, and that shot is short. And we have a toe on the line for a Panthers rebounder, it appears. Stay with Ocean City, and it's been that kind of night so far for Middle Township. Not a lot of breaks going their way, and certainly have to credit Ocean City, who has come out of this game and led from start to finish to where we are now, hoping to take it to the finishing line. Right now up 28-14. Coming up on the 3-minute mark in the third quarter. Down inside to Duggan, working against Legler. Her shot's off the mark, rebounded. Duggan has her hands on it again. This time it goes out of bounds off Ocean City, so both Duggan and Mater had shots there inside. Makeable point-blank layups, of course, nicely contested by Legler. Both off the mark in Middle Township with the chance to cut into a 14-point deficit. Just 2 points so far for these Panthers, more than 5 minutes into the quarter. Ocean City bench wanted to walk there on Emily Ruski. No call, though. Here's Legler to her right, facing the double team. She hands off to Fields. Again, Fields, the leading scorer on this team, really been unable to get it going in any facet tonight. Legler again, up with a shot, left hand, off the back of the rim, and into the waiting arms of Julia Duggan. You don't amass 1,000 rebounds in your high school career if you don't get boards in traffic, and she certainly has shown her ability to do that tonight and throughout the senior year. Nice move there, takes a dribble, spins to her left, and lays it in. Outmatched Legler on that possession. It's a 30-14 lead for Ocean City now. 2 minutes to go in the third quarter. 10 minutes of game time left in this one. Panthers looking to mount a comeback, and they'll have to start soon. Shots up for Legler. That one's in. Seems she's put up about 80 to 90% of their shots here so far in the second half. Really working hard. Her jump shot trims it to 30-16 now. Ocean City ahead. Johnson with ball handling duties as usual, the point guard for these Red Raiders. Julia Duggan maybe looking to set the pick on Legler, and Ocean City really spreading the court here, taking their time, milking the clock. 1:20 remaining here in the third quarter. Legler trying to force the issue, matched up against Johnson. Johnson gives it off. Now Duggan with the ball. Duggan finds Johnson, back up top to Duggan. Now 1 minute and 6 seconds remaining in the third quarter. Legler working against Duggan. Duggan just nonchalantly dribbling about 10 feet beyond the three-point arc there. A lot of time coming off on this possession. 40 seconds into this Red Raiders possession, and it's Duggan again. Ocean City hasn't really looked to even pass the ball inside to the paint. They've been content to pass it around beyond the perimeter. And now making something happen is Taylor Price, and she is fouled. And if you're Ocean City and head coach Paul Barufi, it's just about the ideal possession you're looking for right now with a 14-point lead. Took off a minute of the clock without even taking a shot attempt. And of course, just to remind everyone out there, there is no shot clock here at this level. Hate it or love it, I know there's some in favor of a shot clock at the high school level. We'll not find one tonight, so Ocean City capable of 1 minute possessions like that, and much shorter series of events there. Inbounds pass, and drawing the foul was Katie Johnson, point guard for Ocean City. Now she'll have 2 opportunities at the charity stripe, try to extend this Ocean City lead. 35 seconds remaining in the third quarter. You're listening to CapeMayCountySports.com. I'm Tyler Donahue. Here in the press box, Middle Township High School, along with Matt Ulmer, producer, videographer. Johnson hoping to convert on this second free throw attempt. She does not, but it is rebounded by Ocean City, and their stay at this end of the court continues. They've been down here since about the 1:40 mark. It's now 27 seconds remaining in the third quarter. Johnson scrambling, looks inside. The feed to Mary-Kate Mader pays off. Nice design there. Nice play by Johnson to find her teammate down low. That call goes against Emily Ruski. She now has 3 fouls for Middle Township, does the junior. And the shot is good. She'll get one more. Mary-Kate Mader, one of the seniors on this team, another big body down low, 5'10". And the shot is good. 33-16, finally Middle Township gets possession. They had to wait quite a while. We're under 16 seconds to play now in this third quarter. Panthers looking to salvage something from this overall disastrous frame of 8 minutes. 5 seconds left on the clock now. There's a three-point attempt for Ruski. That's off the mark, rebounded by Ocean City. And they'll dribble things out, and we have played 24 minutes in this contest. 8 more minutes remaining, and it's going to take a comeback of quasi-miraculous proportions here for Middle Township to prevent Ocean City from escaping with a victory. The Red Raiders currently leading 33-16. This is CapeMayCountySports.com. I'm Tyler Donahue on the mic. You can tune in. Plenty more coverage to come your way here on CapeMayCountySports.com throughout the basketball season into the postseason. Many of our local teams certain to play beyond February. Cape Atlantic League tournament, of course, fast approaching. Following by the South Jersey group playoffs, and then eventually perhaps some teams that squeak out of our region into the state playoffs. 2 Cape Atlantic League teams taking state championships last year. Atlantic City Boys winning the Group 4 title, and of course the Cedar Creek Girls program winning a state championship. Before the Cedar Creek girls team was able to win that title, though, they actually lost to these Middle Township Panthers in the Cape Atlantic League playoffs, if you'll recall, and the Panthers ultimately went on to win the South Jersey Group 2 title, and neither of these teams were able to finish business how they wanted to in the Cape Atlantic League playoffs last year, the inaugural playoff bracket. Middle Township lost in the second round. Ocean City made it to the final round after a victory over Holy Spirit, and they fell to Sacred Heart in that championship game. So unfinished business for both squads when it comes to Cape Atlantic League play, and Ocean City starts their first possession with a strong defensive stand, and that was McCaig looking to do damage in low, and she was blocked by Landy. Landy's really been a presence. We talk about Duggan so much, but Landy, the 5'11 senior, also really holds her own in the post. And hitting the deck is Johnson, and that will be a foul against Middle Township. Now 5 team fouls against the Panthers. Of course, girls basketball, big part of the tradition here at Middle Township. You take a look just beyond the rim there, and you can see some banners. 1995 state championship banner, of course. 94 state champions. Tremendous run there for the Panthers. And South Jersey title last year. A lot of program reputation for Middle Township and certainly for Ocean City as well. Nearly stolen away, and the pass intended from Landy to Duggan. Middle Township's Juliana Rigitano had her hands on it for a moment, unable to come up with it. And so Ocean City with the ball now. 7 minutes left on the clock here in the fourth quarter. And a three-pointer for Ocean City. That would be Nicole Piergross, and that's her third three-pointer of the contest. The freshman coming up big throughout the game here. She's got 11 points, does Piergross. And now working inside against Duggan to no avail. She gets her own rebound. McCaig really trying to force the issue against Duggan. Another opportunity for the Panthers to score, though, here. Putting up with three-pointers, Olivia Schwartz, and she buries it, her second of the game. It is senior night here at Middle Township. She was honored as the lone senior member of this Middle Township team, and you can tell how passionate Schwartz is about not letting Ocean City off the hook quite yet on her senior night. Aggressively divvying up Julia Duggan, and eventually drawing the foul there. 16 fouls against Middle Township. Ocean City really been playing a foul-free contest to this point. Just 2 fouls in the first half and second half, and just a few in that first half. Ooh, hard foul there. Johnson got decked in the face. I don't think she appreciated it. Gave a little bit of an extra stare in the direction of Olivia Schwartz, and as we mentioned, Olivia Schwartz now collecting her 4th team foul, and she's 1 away from fouling out here. 2 quick fouls on the senior suddenly put her in foul trouble. It appears Coach Leahy is content to let her stick around out there. Ball rims out, 35-19 Ocean City. Desperate measures here for Middle Township, trailing 16 with a little over 6 minutes to play here in the 4th quarter of this National Conference showdown. The 2 best teams in the National Conference. Ocean City picked up a win in January over Middle Township, looking for the season sweep tonight in Cape May Courthouse. A foul there. Looks to go against Landy. No, it will go against Piergross, the freshman on Ocean City. And that will send... Oh, I think Danielle McCann thought she had 2 shots coming her way. Instead, Middle Township will inbound the ball. The call came on the floor, and now Lauren Fields to inbound. Gives it over to Schwartz. Schwartz connects again, and this senior's saying, hey, don't count us out yet. 2 3-pointers here in the 4th quarter for Schwartz. Now playing with 4 fouls, and it is 35-22. We have a timeout here. 5:56 remaining in the 4th quarter. Middle Township trailing Ocean City by 13 points. This is CapeMayCountySports.com. I'm Tyler Donahue taking you to the Final Horn here. We had fun at Battle by the Bay over the weekend. A few broadcasts streaming right here, including an Atlantic City, St. Augustine thriller that took place Friday night. If you didn't get a chance to watch that big battle between the Atlantic City Vikings and the St. Augustine Hermits, might I recommend you make a trip back here to CapeMayCountySports.com, or just don't leave. Go check out the basketball tab. There's plenty of games from throughout the season you can watch in their entirety, and that is one of them. I recommend watching the final minute at least of that St. Augustine Atlantic City game. And there's Lauren Fields picking the pocket of Johnson on the Panthers' end of the court, but unable to start a fast break there. Fields still looking for her night to get going here on the offensive end. And she puts up an ill-advised pass over to Legler. That's intercepted by Landy, and now Duggan will take up the ball. And Duggan loves to close out games. She has shown that ability throughout her career. A leader who senses the blood in the water, and she will go after it hard. And we'll see how Ocean City handles this possession. There's a shot just inside the 3-point arc, and converting again is Nicole Piergross. This freshman with 13 points tonight. Truly an added dimension to the Ocean City Red Raiders team. Fields up and in with a right-handed layup. Nice move from her. And Duggan, head of steam, she gives it off and putting it in. Oh, we got a travel call. Hold your horses, we got a travel call. That was Mary Kate Mater. Taking a few too many steps after Duggan found her wide open lane to the what looked like will be an easy lay-in. Fields for a 3-pointer, and now she's beginning to hit some shots. 3 3-pointers so far in this quarter for Middle Township, and now they're down by 10. Ocean City may be facing a little adversity. Coach Paul Baruffi down there looking a little more anxious about his team's effort. Would not be surprised to see a timeout coming from the Red Raiders sidelines should the Panthers add another point on their next possession. Now 37-27, Ocean City leading 4:23 to go here in the 4th quarter. A lot on the line here. National Conference Cape Atlantic League affair. That is the 5th foul on Olivia Schwartz. Her night ends. She's the only senior on Middle Township. It is senior night. She really got this rally started with a couple of 3-point baskets. Middle Township was approaching a 20-point deficit. They've got it down to 10 now. Big free throw there for Landy. The front end of a 1-and-1. She earned herself another shot right here, looking to extend the lead back up to a dozen. And she does just that. And we've got a timeout coming from the Ocean City bench. They'll look to talk things over and put an end to this Middle Township run. These feisty Panthers under the leadership of Coach John Leahy now trailing 39-27 with 4:23 left in the fourth quarter. Again, Ocean City tonight really with an opportunity to put a bow on a National Conference Championship run. Certainly set themselves up with some added points for their South Jersey Group 3 bracket appearance, which is certainly upcoming. This team's already clinched a Cape Atlantic League playoff appearance. They're 15-2. Busy week ahead of basketball and plenty of sports. If you're a passionate South Jersey basketball fan, Cape May County and beyond, I encourage you to tune in Thursday for High School Hoops Tonight. I'll be on air, 97.3 ESPN FM and 97.3 ESPN.com. Breaking down a lot of hoops action. Certainly be talking about this matchup as well. We'll have coaches, guests, players, and reporters each Thursday night, High School Hoops Tonight, and of course Saturday mornings, South Jersey Sports Report on 97.3 as well. I've got you set with the latest and greatest in South Jersey news, and right now, we put our focus back on Middle Township Ocean City here on CapeMayCountySports.com. Matt Ulmer on video, Tyler Donahue on the call. Middle Township looking to rally, down 12 here. A little bit of a shove there from Landy. Refs identified it, and that will send Lauren Fields to the line. She just hit a big three-pointer. 5 points in this quarter for Fields after really struggling for the first three quarters of this contest, as was much of the Middle Township Panthers team. Just 12 points for Middle Township in that entire first half, now with 15 points here through 12 minutes of the second half. Fields connects on the free throw. Entering the game for Middle Township, number 13, Juliana Rigitano, a starter on this team, a junior. And it is back to a 10-point game. Middle Township, remember, 18 fouls, so they've got to be careful. And as I say it, they pick up number 9. Ocean City going to make the trip down to the other end of the court, and they're going to have an opportunity to keep distance from these Panthers with some free throws now the rest of the way. 19 fouls on the Panthers will send Ocean City to the free throw stripe for the remainder of this contest, and that's dangerous territory for Middle Township now. Good news is you stop the clock. The bad news is Ocean City has done a nice job converting their free throw attempts tonight. And that trend continues there. It's first of 2 shots for Mary Kate Mader. Number 2 coming right here. And that one is also in. Ocean City able to keep their cushion here. 12-point advantage coming up on 4 minutes to play. The halfway point of this fourth quarter at Cape May Courthouse. Middle Township Panthers in the white and orange, moving left to right on your screen. There's Fields again. She's feeling it. Certainly likes the way her offensive game has developed here in the fourth quarter and forces the issue there. Layup and pressure again applied by the Panthers. The ball ends up in the hands of Duggan, and she gets over the timeline. 41-31 Red Raiders looking to milk some clock and cash in on a bucket here. Certainly don't want to put the ball up too quickly. And Landy down low, wide open. She rushed the shot and she missed. Got it back, and on the second attempt, she was fouled. Lauren Fields made up a lot of ground in a hurry to get in front of Landy on that first attempt, and that was enough to prevent that shot from going in, but she's able to get the rebound. And on her second lay-in attempt, she's fouled and heads to the line. We've seen Ocean City really impressing at the line so far tonight. Checking back in, Holly McCaig. Back to the bench goes Emily Rusky from Middle Township. And now here is Landy. She just made 2 of 2 free throws a couple possessions ago. And she converts on the first. Middle Township, again, built themselves a big hole early. They've mounted a comeback here in the fourth quarter. But Ocean City so far not letting it get under double digits. And it balloons back up to 12. It's 43-31. Middle Township's been able to cut the lead down to 10, but that's been the extent of their success so far in the fourth quarter.
Lauren Fields with the ball, working against Johnson. Fields has really been feeling it in the fourth quarter. Approaching double digits now in the fourth quarter, and she goes up again, banks it in, and I'll tell you what, wasn't exactly poetry in motion, looked a little off balance, but she puts it in off the backboard and banks it home. 43-33, Middle Township putting up points in bunches suddenly. Again, just 12 points in the first half. That really set this Panthers team back, and now Coach Baruffi speaking with his Red Raiders, trying to figure out a way to clamp down on defense and just get this one behind them and really put a national conference in their back pocket, and a big win for them in the Cape Atlantic League standings. Coach Tom Farraco taking in the action here as well. His Middle Township boys team won tonight on the road at Ocean City. Was not an easy contest for them. They were able to rally and win by 10. Big night for young Tom Farraco, who put in 20 points in that victory. Middle Township really firmly in position for a wild card spot, still trailing St. Augustine in the National Conference. Those two with interesting way to go in the boys basketball season, but right here in the girls basketball, Ocean City knocking on the door of a National Conference title. A win tonight would give them 2 victories over Middle Township, and they'd have a tiebreaker. So you're talking about 3 games the Panthers would have to make up. Middle hoping for a big defensive stand, and instead it'll be a foul. And once again, that's Landy, and she'll head to the line where she has made a living tonight here in the fourth quarter. Natalie Landy, 5'11" senior on this Red Raiders team, often lost in the shadows of Julia Duggan. Duggan, 1,000 points, 1,000 rebounds in her career. Committed to Division I rider, but tell you what, this Natalie Landy really provides a presence in the post as well, and certainly she's been practicing her free throws as she continues to convert from the charity stripe. Lead back up to 11 for Ocean City. That one is off the mark, and Panthers finally with an opportunity here to cut the lead into single digits. 2:55 to go in the fourth quarter. 44-33 Ocean City. Fields with the 3, that's off to the right. And coming down with the rebound, but losing it is Ocean City. And Fields ends up back with the ball, and Johnson, tell you what, Johnson and Fields got tangled up. Johnson hit the deck there. In the end, no harm, no foul, but Ocean City will take things over here. Not a bad 3-point attempt by Fields, who really has caught fire. And look out, Middle Township, a breakdown in the defense, and Ocean City content to run some clock. Inbounds there to Mary Kate Meter, and she had a clear lane to the rim. Instead opts to hold things up and burn some clock. Probably a wise decision. Katie Johnson. That's Danielle McCann going back and forth. McCann now goes for the steal against Johnson, and it's about the 4th time we've seen Johnson hit the deck tonight. She is a feisty player for these Ocean City Red Raiders, really the true ball handler of this team. We saw Duggan handle some duties bringing the ball up earlier, but it's really been primarily Johnson orchestrating this Ocean City offense, and there she hits the deck. 44-33 Ocean City, 2:16 to go here in the fourth quarter. 15-2 Ocean City, 13-5 Middle Township. Two of the best in the business of basketball here in southern New Jersey. Johnson comes up empty on that first attempt. She'll have another one here. Just 14 fouls against Ocean City, so that is not an issue for them. Seconds up and good, and Legler inbounds the ball to Fields. 2:15 remaining. Middle Township trailing by 12. Looking to continue to chip away. They're going to need more than chipping away. They're probably going to need chunks of points at this point. Now 2 minutes to go in the fourth quarter. Fields another 3-ball. That's in. That puts it to a 9-point deficit for Middle Township, and triple coverage against Duggan. Duggan able to find the outlet, and now Ocean City, they had a wide open layup if they wanted it. Instead, they'll opt to take some time off the clock once again. It's 45-36 Ocean City. Foul by Legler there. We'll send Duggan to the line for 2. Really a furious rally here for Middle Township. Again, 12 points in the first half of this contest. They were down 22-12 after the first half of action. Really let the third quarter get away from them. Ocean City able to get that lead up to 16 at one point. Now just 9-point lead for Ocean City as Duggan off the back of the rim on her first attempt. So the way Lauren Fields has been shooting in this fourth quarter, if I'm Ocean City, I do not want to leave the door open in any respect. Duggan's shot right there makes it a 4-possession game, now a 10-point lead for Ocean City over Middle Township. 46-36, Legler with the ball. Being trailed by Landy. 3-point attempt off the mark, and Ocean City with the board. Big miss there for Middle Township. And we've got a timeout called by Coach Barufi, and Ocean City will head over to the bench again. Coming up empty on that possession for the Panthers, essentially seals the deal, puts the nail in the coffin for this one. 46-36, Ocean City out in front. What a season it's been for these Raiders, led by their big forward, 6'2", Julia Duggan, heading to Rider University after this season. Middle Township in a bit of a transitional phase for them, coming off of a South Jersey championship last year. They start just one senior, Olivia Schwartz. I shouldn't say they start one senior, they suit up one senior. But this class of 2014 looks very special for the Panthers, highlighted by that young lady right there, Lauren Fields, who comes up with the steal. She'll look to create something in a hurry here. 1:20 and counting to go to her left, up with a left hand, and she scores, and she is feeling it, as I mentioned. Lets out a bit of a yell after cashing in, and she'll look to trim the lead even more here. Middle Township down 46-38. Chance to bring the Panthers within 7 here. 75 seconds to go in the game, a minute 15. Stranger things have happened, but if the Panthers were able to pull off an upset here, it would be one of the all-timers, and I think Matt Ulmer's site would get a little more traffic for this comeback. Long way to go, though, for Middle Township. This is CapeMayCountySports.com. Duggan able to get the ball out to Landy. Inside, Johnson not wasting any time. Hands it off, and a foul at the rim. That will send Mater to the line. Exactly 1 minute remaining here in this National Conference collision. I'm Tyler Donahue here in the Middle Township Panthers press box, alongside videographer, producer Matt Ulmer. You can watch this game in its entirety from start to finish on CapeMayCountySports.com. Check out some other past collisions as well. Middle Township's win over George Washington, Wildwood Catholic's win over Absegami, both taking place Saturday at Battle by the Bay in Atlantic City. All part of the content you can find at CapeMayCountySports.com. 1 minute left here in the contest. Legler takes some contact. Middle Township down by 10. Ocean City playing tough defense, looking to lock this one down. Head home with a victory. Fields another three-pointer. Looks like she had that ball ricocheted. And Ocean City, a costly turnover there. Certainly not what they were looking to do. And ball trickles off of Duggan's hands. Errant pass there. And we got a timeout for Coach John Leahy and the Middle Township Panthers, who, with 35 seconds to go here in the fourth quarter, trail by 10. They're going to need a whole lot of luck and some extremely timely shooting in this one to prevent Ocean City from walking onto that bus with smiles on their faces, knowing full well that they have really sealed the deal in the National Conference with a win here. Take a look at our Cape Atlantic League standings to this point for the girls basketball. Again, it's an 8-team bracket, 3 division winners, 3 wild cards, 1 from each conference, American Conference, National Conference, and United Conference, and then 2 at-large wild cards to fill out the 7th and 8th seeds in the bracket. Those will be determined by tiebreakers, including league record and strength of schedule outside of conference as well. Both of these teams look like they'll be part of that dance. Right now, Ocean City would be the top seed. They certainly have contention, though, for that top spot with Cedar Creek and Holy Spirit both currently leading their divisions, their conferences. And there's a shot. Legler. About as quick of a bucket as you can ask for. Cuts it to 48-40. That took only 3 seconds off the clock. A nice play drawn up by Coach Leahy and his coaching staff over there on the Panthers sidelines. Continue to survey the standings here. Holy Spirit, the only team to lock down a conference title already. They have clinched. Cedar Creek trying to hold off Sacred Heart in the United Conference. And meanwhile, Ocean City right now looking to shut things down in the National Conference. Interesting to note, last year Cedar Creek on that run to their state championship, they were a wild card team in the Cape Atlantic League. Sacred Heart actually won the United Conference on their way to the Cape Atlantic League title. So could be a bit of a shake-up there if Cedar Creek is able to hold on and win that conference. And after all the, as I mentioned, aggressive play of Katie Johnson for Ocean City, she has taken a lot of floor burns today. She gets hit in the face before the inbounds pass, and she will head to the line now. That call goes against Danielle McCann. 31.5 seconds remaining on the clock here. Fourth quarter in Cape May Courthouse. With that free throw, Ocean City now leads 49-40. Johnson, the point guard for Ocean City, hits both. And we've got a timeout again for Ocean City. Teams exchanging timeouts. It's a 50-40 advantage for Middle Township, and I think the story for this one will be, how do the Middle Township Panthers respond to what they dealt with tonight? For Ocean City, this certainly another step on their way to a tremendous season and what is likely to be a deep run in the South Jersey playoffs. For Middle Township Panthers, again, a team that lost a lot of veteran players from the South Jersey title-winning team of 2012. Back here, gaining experience, really holding their own. Currently, again, second in the National Conference, in good position for a wild card spot. But how will they react to what they faced today? Obviously, going down early, really struggling offensively. One of those games, really got to focus on how you finished. And here in the fourth quarter, it's been a different Panthers team. Of all their quarters tonight, the third quarter was probably the most trying. Fell behind at one point by 16. Offensive woes continued, but in this fourth quarter, they have found something. Lauren Fields heated up, and it really all started with a 2 3-point conversions by senior Olivia Schwartz, who has since fouled out of the contest. The senior hit 2 threes in this quarter. That seemed to ignite this offense a bit. Lauren Legler contributing, and really been a lot of Lauren Fields. Very quiet for the first 3 quarters, but the Panthers' leading scorer, just a junior, coming up big here in the fourth. And here she is handling the ball, going against Johnson. I'm sure she'd like to eye up another 3. Inside to Legler, turning to her right. Goes past Landy. And we've got another timeout. Middle Township now, 50-42. Ocean City, 20.7 seconds remaining. And you can see Legler knew what she was doing there. She knows Ocean City is going to be reluctant to administer a foul at this point and stop the clock. So Landy down low for Ocean City. We've seen her play a lot more aggressively tonight. There she kind of puts her arms up and says, you know, Miss Legler, if you want to go around me, put in the layup, that's fine. I'm just not going to foul you. That's what Lauren Legler did. And it's an 8-point deficit now for the Panthers with 20.7 seconds remaining. We mentioned Middle Township Panthers boys team also took on Ocean City tonight. That took place over at Ocean City High School. It was an earlier start time as well, 6 p.m. start, which is the reason that Coach Tom Farraco is in the house, along with many of his players taking in the final moments of this game. Panthers prevailed in that one, winning by 10. Red Raiders put up a good fight for much of the contest. Certainly an underdog entering that matchup. Middle Township, though, another win. This Panthers team has really responded nicely on the boys' side since losing to St. Augustine a couple Saturdays ago. Have not lost since then. Fighting for the top spot in Group 2 South Jersey playoffs. And now here is Ocean City looking to inbound the ball. They do so to Johnson, and she is bumped and fouled, and will once again head to the line. Middle Township, though, is getting these fouls taken care of very rapidly. Not giving Ocean City a chance to pass the ball, burn clock. Still 18.5 seconds to go. And again, an 8-point deficit. Sure looks insurmountable, but Middle Township doing the best they can to make Ocean City fight to keep this thing in their favor. Johnson's been a big part of it. She's hit her fair share of free throws in this quarter. She hits another one there, and she'll have one more to come here. Looking to go 2 of 2 on this stint to the line, and she does. It's back up to a 10-point lead. Middle Township inbounds to Fields. 18 seconds remaining in the game. Fields to her right off a pick by Legler. Ball deflected into the hands of Julia Duggan. And fittingly, Ocean City will really wrap up this game, wrap up the National Conference with the ball in the hands of senior leader and Cape Atlantic League standout, Julia Duggan. Number 45 heads on over to the line. Over 1,000 points to her credit in her career. Just 2 weeks ago, she reached another milestone, 1,000 rebounds for Duggan. Of course, her sister was a big facet in the efforts last year. She graduated a year older than Julia, and this year it really has been impressive. Committed to Rider University. Coming up empty on that one. Middle Township with a rebound. 7 seconds remaining. 4-3. Fields puts up a shot. That one goes in, and that will give us a final score of 52-44. 52-44, your final. Ocean City, you see how they react. It is a National Conference title in all likelihood for these Red Raiders. Caps off to them. Middle Township really struggled through 3/4 of the contest, particularly on the defensive end or offensive end, and they're able to get things clicking late, but too little too late, and it is 52-44 final. Ocean City taking this contest. The Red Raiders of Ocean City improved to 16-2 on the season, now 12-0 in the National Conference. Meanwhile, the Middle Township Panthers fall to 13-6 on the season, holding a record of 8-2 in the National Conference. Peek ahead at both teams' schedules to come. Ocean City moves on. They will actually cap off their Cape Atlantic League schedule against Vineland in February 11th matchup. Meanwhile, Middle Township heads to Hamilton on Thursday evening, 5:30 start time for that one, and they wrap up their Cape Atlantic League schedule next Tuesday on the road at Oakcrest. This was here on senior night, the Panthers' final regular season home game of the season. They will likely be at home here again, depending on how things shake out. A few more wins and they'll lock up likely a home game in the Cape Atlantic League playoffs or possibly in the South Jersey playoffs as well. So for everyone involved in the broadcast, Matt Ulmer, videographer, producer, and coaches on both ends, I'm Tyler Donahue, signing off. This is CapeMayCountySports.com. Check us out. Plenty of games to come and plenty of games in the rearview mirror. You can watch all of them in their entirety, including this battle between Middle Township and Ocean City at CapeMayCountySports.com. So congratulations to the Red Raiders, wrapping up what looks like a National Conference title and another step in a phenomenal season for them. Stay tuned. Plenty more to get to here in South Jersey basketball season. For everyone here, I'm Tyler Donahue. It's CapeMayCountySports.com.